Changes, to me, is an adaptation of transformation. For me, everything's always changing. I'm always transforming. I'm not from Las Vegas, but I've lived here long enough that I've transformed enough to adapt to the lifestyle, to live, to survive all of the outside obstacles that come into play when you live in Vegas. The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. You know, I've had shitty results for so long that I feel like I have to change every frickin' thing to get the changes that I want, because where you come from or where you start at and that change and where you want to be sometimes has so many levels in between that I know that it takes time. You know, when you're younger, and I used to believe I believed in fantasies a little bit more, that you get one day you're going to get your good luck and you're going to hit your big break, or you're going to get, you know, that changing moment. And for some people that does come. And I don't want to bless my blessings and say that it's not coming, but I realize that, people like me, our testimony is so much more profound and so much more monumental than if I were to get a break. I've struggled and I've strived for too long. Yeah, I'll take a break. I'll take it. I love to hit the lottery, all of that, you know, but I think my personality, doesn't matter how much money I had in the world. It doesn't matter how much I could sit and wake up every day and not do nothing. I would change. I would do something. I couldn't sit still. My life won't be, and I never want it to be, stagnant and unchanging. I'm a firm believer in sharing your energy and your spirit with people. And I've done that with certain good spirits that I come across. And I feel like if we all did that a little bit more and put ourselves out there more and reached out more and went to environments more and shared yourself and been confident with sharing yourself more in your journey, and your journey doesn't define who you are. You know, what you come through from it defines who you are. I remember being in first grade and writing that letter, that essay about who do you want to grow up and be like, you know. And especially in the environment that I came from at that time, and being a only black kid in an all-white school of all-white, you know, K through 12, and the only black kid. Looking back then and looking back then and knowing then that I was willing to reach for the highest. I mean, that was like, you want to be president? Are you kidding me? I couldn't be popular at that time, let alone president. It was what it was. I was the only black kid in the first grade, you know, around kids that have never seen black kids before, that don't know what nappy curly hair is, that, you know what I'm saying, that thinks because I went on the playground and sweated for a little bit that, oh, she's dirty. No, I'm just gonna sweat my hair out. I'm running around the playground. So, throughout my journey, I have continually been blessed by the Spirit, and the Lord's always let me know. And it's always gotten better. It's always gotten better. And He's always given me that door. And He's always given me a journey. I'm always amazed, and I feel so bad for people for people that do live a life, that go to work and come home every day and look at their husbands and feed their kids and watch their shows and eat their bonbons and get fat and go to work and come home. I want to cry. I want to pull out my eyelashes, you know, all of the other things above, for people that just put themselves in the monotony of stagnation. I don't think that I was overweight as a child. I think that I was proportionate for my body, and as a black girl, I think I was perfect. I was fine. But compared to all of the little blonde-haired white girls that I went to school with that didn't hit puberty as quickly as I did, that didn't have the muscle tone that I had, that didn't have the appetite that I had, whatever it may be, that, wasn't as tough as I was, developed a persona where I thought I was way more overweight than what I actually was up until probably till I hit puberty, probably till like the 7th or 8th grade. I was normal. I thought I was fat. Now, if you ask me, yes, I thought I was fat my whole entire life. I always did. I had a really good appetite as a child, I didn't get fed normally at home like a normal kid should. So when I would be in public or I would be at school, I think people would be alarmed at the amount of food that I would eat. And I think that triggered in my head, the things that, oh gosh, nobody's eating that on their cafeteria tray, but I'm loving it. Give me some. My average weight before getting the surgery was about 220. 217, I would be happy on a good day, 215, I was slimming down. But I gained that extra 25 pounds to qualify for the surgery. So I did get up to about 220, or 252, 253, as a matter of fact. Right before my surgery, before I went in and weighed for surgery, that's how much I weighed. So as of date, I've lost 100 pounds. It's life-changing. It definitely changes your being and your character and your way of life. The health risks now, it being 2-3 years later, are ones that you have to wait till you know that you're in the clear 2-3 years later. You know what I mean? It takes a while before you know that you've made it out of that whole situation, that you're not going to get nourishment, that you're not making your body B12 anemic. Because your diet, you can make yourself anemic just by not eating the proper vitamins and nutrients in yourself. And that's where that was part of the situation that happened to me, was on top of being sick, I'd also got my nutrient level was shot. I think the way it affects me most is for my sexual life. You're shy anyways when you're a big person, and you're shy a little bit when you are naked with somebody and you're having sex. When you lose the amount of weight that you've lost before, and everybody knows, you look gross naked. I tell everybody I look like a pair of curtains that a tiger just clawed up. You can fold them into these jeans and they look good, but it's still curtains in here, like the fold-up type when you pull the things. Yeah. I'm fine though, it's all right. So when you're naked and you're with somebody, you know what I mean, and you're in that heat of the moment, and they look down, and you look down at yourself, and you're like, oh shoot, and you're like, maybe I need to get on the bottom, and then you get on the bottom, and stuff kind of pools down to the bottom, and you're like, shit. So you can't win for losing, because if you stand up, like, stuff kind of hangs, and the boobies don't hang the same, and things don't hang the same. So it's just not the same situation. You develop a different type of complex. You learn to change your sexual activities. You learn to maybe be clothed more, or keep the lights turned off a little bit extra long, or be more receptive. You really are really receptive to how somebody else is looking at you. You know, did they see that? Did you see that too? Because I see that. Here, let me change this way. What's it look like from over there? I've been in a situation right now to where I'm really trying to develop a loyalty team. I've developed my brand. I've set my brand name. Sookie Sessions branded. Honeycomb Hideouts is branded. I'm developing that with promotional wise. We're looking at going into management. We do event planning. All of those things will expand and grow. That's a given. For myself, however, in that, and I know the biggest struggle is I want a team. I want a loyalty team. I want people that I'm going to go into business with, that I'm going to be into business with this for a long time. I want people that share a common vision. I want people that understand whatever angle it is that I'm working in with them, that it's about paying your dues. It's about putting in your work. It's about being humble. It's about sharing the pie. It's about love. And I'm Sookie Session, and that's my chapter and verse.